Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot doing your full moon and Pisces reading. Full moon is a lunar eclipse on the 7th of September, and this lunar eclipse is bracketed by two new moons in Virgo. The first already occurred in the end of August, and the next one is a solar eclipse on the 21st of September. So this is about an eclipse experience. We're moved into the eclipse season, and this is this incredible intensification of the ways in which we are strategizing, navigating our resources and our expression to move forward in a more productive way. This is about preparing for the abundance of the harvest moon. So the lunar eclipse is very different from a new moon, obviously, in which the new moon, the sun and moon are joined. But on the full moon, the moon is in opposition to the sun, and thus we look to our lunar energies. Those could be tracked in your birth chart as an indication of the energies you're bringing into this life, that you're bringing into any experience. The moon reflects our past. It reflects the experiences we've had. So particularly for you Moon in Cancer individuals, this reading will be particularly relevant. For your overall energy, I have the Two of Cups, and this is describing a beautiful partnership, a beautiful relationship, a deep connection that is often sourced within ourselves. This is you having developed and evolved your sense of wholeness in this life, which includes not giving up on your dreams, not giving up on your potential, recognizing, identifying, understand that you still have things you want to accomplish, dreams you have that you are worthy and deserving of. Underneath the deck is the Ten of Cups. And this is thought of as a beautiful, resourceful, sharing community, a kind of village that we have often heard supports all members of the community. And this is the environment that you are cultivating in partnership with others, and or that you are experiencing at some distance. Perhaps this is something that you are experiencing as part of education, your role as a teacher or a communicator of information to a distant community, a different community. This can also be a spiritual experience or religious opportunity in which you are participating in this fulfilling, sharing, uplifting, and protected community. So this is beautiful energy for the lunar eclipse. I'm going to pull something from Sacred Geometry, and I've pulled the hexahedron. And I will read to you what this particular cube shape indicates. It's associated with the element of earth. The cube is a symbol of focus and grounding energies, helps you connect with the energies of nature and earth. So that's fairly straightforward and actually seems quite like a necessary grounding for you at this time. There is so much rich emotionality and sense of contentment, satisfaction, support that you're receiving. It feels like this is rooted in a physical experience in your home, in your workplace, with your immediate family or loved ones in general. I'm going to look at the present card, and we have here the Temperance. The Temperance card is really about a lifelong practice of balance you have been cultivating. This is navigating all the storms, the floods, the catastrophes that are life. Shit's always happening, right? And there's this grace and poise that marks your response to the variety of experiences you've shared with someone important. This isn't exclusive to a romantic or spousal relationship. There is someone important that can be beyond yourself, who has weathered these storms with you, who has ridden the roller coaster of emotions and experiences, and supports you in finding solutions that allow you a modicum of resilience. In the past, the Ace of Swords is describing some series of revelations, some insight, some truth that you have come to, and it feels very clearly to be related to an exaltation of your spiritual nature. This is part of your looking to a greater sense of justice in your own life, some truth that reveals a balance or imbalance that you were previously unclear about its source. And this is your pursuit of that truth, your truth. You're standing in that truth, a truth that separates you from others, but one that also helps you understand where obstacles may have occurred in your community, in your relations with loved ones. And basically in the unfair treatment that you may have received in the past. In the future, the Eight of Swords. This is telling me that you are receiving a lot of advisement in some particular regard. This can be best practices that others share with you. This can be unsolicited advice that overwhelms you, that feels like you are being nudged and directed by others according to their biases. This can be also a receipt of the incredible amount of media information that is, in many cases, misinformation, and your desire to sort through that, to frame that, to limit that in a way that makes it handleable. But ultimately, the information you're receiving from the outside world, no matter how ill-intended, is overwhelming, is crushing, is anxiety producing for you. Let's see what we can do here. This is a general reading, Cancer, as you know. If it resonates for you, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate your comments and shares with others who may find this information useful. Thank you in advance for being here and for supporting me. I'm going to clarify Temperance in the present position with the Magician and the Ten of Wands. Interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of responsibility that you've carried. It feels like almost too much. Uh, uh, what's coming through here is the way in which you have cared for others, the way in which you have fulfilled your responsibilities to others, the way you uphold your tasks, you complete your obligations, and a way in which you are now in a position to drop many of them. This dropping is important because there's a sense of reaching your physical limitations as well as your emotional limitations. Something about others' needs is dominating you at a time when you are really imagining a richer, more joyful life full of sharing, not task division, not a hierarchy of command, but an opportunity for you to experience your joy, experience your expression, find joy in servicing others and connecting to others, in being a way shower, in being a sage, a person of wisdom, one who can create something, build something that will be of use to others. So this is much, almost has a legacy feeling to this current energy, a way to utilize your experiences, and something that is coming clearly is your desire to express your life story, to narrate a story, to tell a story in a way that allows you to uh, um, look more deeply at the way that you have found uh, a way of navigating through that, a way that has allowed you to arrive at a loving community, a better world through your own self improvement. Or self acceptance, I should say. In the past, the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands and the Five of Wands. I do see a kind of routine, a boredom based on your routines in the past. This sense of knowing who you are, being very clear about your expression, what you're comfortable with, and this itch to break that routine, to want something different, to tentatively look at expanding that, to proposing a plan or an idea of moving outward. And this really does support the sense that I have that you're finding the sense of deeper connection with a community further afield than your home. So the seeds were planted a while back, a way of breaking the routine and responsibility that you have, working with others to create a better balance in your life, to help you to pursue a truth, to balance something out that had been imbalanced. This can absolutely relate to a health scare, a health issue, or a way in which you are taking care of others, or even being taken care of. So there is a situation in which you recognize that you had indeed reached your limit, that there is so much you can do, and you have executed that to the best of your ability, so that you're now arriving to a place where you're really evaluating those responsibilities and opportunities, recognizing that there are many others on your team, a part of your community, that can help more with those responsibilities and tasks that you're no longer able or willing to carry. In the future, the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Six of Wands, a lot of wands here, and the King of Wands. Wow. So this is really emphasizing your fiery, passionate nature, and I love that, because the Cancers I know and have known are dynamic and have a lot of empathy that is stimulated by their passion, their clarity about what works for them. And here I see you not opting out of the team. Why would you? When the team, it looks like this. This is the rainbow. This is the inclusion. This is protection. This is support and sharing of resources in a way that magnifies them. You are continuing to do your part, but it looks like you've been through a process where evaluating what your part is has been changed, has been altered. You've really managed to pare that down to a way that you understand your role. And that is critical to your confidence, to your sense that you can cast off the anxiety of misinformation, of others' opinions that don't necessarily support your inspiration, your motivation. You are full of confidence to pursue something new And again, it feels like it may be at a distance from you. So you are inspiring others, that you motivate through your confidence, through your clarity about what it is you desire. I'm going to finish up this reading with a Yogic Path Oracle, and out comes the Lalita Tripura Sundari. I don't know that I've pulled this before, so this will be fun. Lalita. And Lalita Tripura Sundari is the goddess of erotic spirituality. Move toward that which makes you feel sensual, awake, and alive. In our society, we've been taught to repress our divine feminine nature in order to be taken seriously. However, by doing so, we're only operating as half of a whole. Lolita has come to remind you of your inner tantrika energy, that which oozes with erotic Shakti life force. It's time to merge your spiritual self with your sexual self, as the two are intrinsically related. Enjoy all things with sensuality, food, conversation, self-care, movement. Follow what feels good, not what makes sense to a patriarchal system. Bring in all aspects of yourself to the table and watch your life blossom. I love this. Uh, yes, I feel my mother's energy here. Thank you so much, Cancer, for this experience. If you've enjoyed this content, check out more content here. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. Until next time, namaste.